Thanks, Pat. Yeah, my name is Colm McHugh. I'm the Centre Manager with Construct Innovate, which is Ireland's National Research Centre for Construction Technology and Innovation. Firstly, I'd like to thank Pat and the IGBC for the opportunity to speak to you today and just let you know about who we are and what we're doing and what we've done in the first 2 years of our existence. And it's really maybe to start at the start to explain some of the background to why Construct Innovate was set up, and to try and explain how we think the construction industry can benefit by engaging with the centre and, in general, research related to construction and the built environment. So in November 2021, a report commissioned by Enterprise Ireland called The Detailed Description of Needs for the Irish Construction and Built Environment Sector highlighted a few of the main challenges facing construction in Ireland, namely the cyclic nature of the industry. It goes boom, it goes bust, we recover again, and so on. The fragmented nature of the sector, so there's over 57,000 companies involved in construction in Ireland. 93% of them are less than 6 people. 99.5% of them are less than 50 people. So it's almost totally an SME-led sector. And it also highlighted that the productivity of the Irish construction industry compared to other Western developed countries is comparatively low in terms of gross value add per hour worked. And you can see where we rank on the list, and it's not exactly where we want to be. And then finally it concluded that the industry needs to prioritise innovation and digital technology to provide the infrastructure required to sustain prolonged economic growth and to meet the targets outlined in various government strategies like the Climate Action Plan, the National Development Plan, Housing for All strategy. And so to help to support the industry to develop these innovations and these technologies, to provide the growth and to meet the targets and plans that have been set, Construct Innovate was established in December of 22 with €5 million worth of core funding from Enterprise Ireland over the first 5 years of the centre. So what is it? It is the National Industry-Led Construction Research Centre. And it's the industry organisations like the developers, the public and private clients, the main contractors, the designers, the architects, the engineers, all the way through the supply chain that are going to be tasked to deliver on these targets and plans. So it is the industry organisations that the centre is set up to provide research services to. And it's by being this central platform in the middle of that circle that Construct Innovate aims to help to improve the productivity and the quality and the sustainability of the sector, to produce independent research that positively informs policy, legislation and standards, to develop increased research expertise both across academia but also within industry companies too, and to make Ireland a global leader in construction-related research and practices too. So we operate a membership structure. We have industry members and academic members called our RPOs, or our Research Performing Organisations. Our industry members are associate members. We currently have 86 organisations set up. And you can see across the brands and logos there, they represent a diverse set of industry organisations in terms of size and scale and services, and that's what we want. We want members who are representative of the entire industry. Also, industry organisations who are members of Irish Green Building Council can join Construct Innovate for free. We have one patron member, the LDA, who are actively signalling that they want to get heavily involved in the strategic direction of the centre, but also heavily involved in research with us as well. And we're looking to grow our patron membership with organisations looking to do that too. We have 10 RPOs signed up as our academic members, and we'll hope to have all the major academic institutions across the country signed up, as well as IGBC, who are a founding member of the centre. And that allows industry to tap into more than 25 multidisciplinary research groups, 300 members across our RPO network, and then involved in Research Ireland and Enterprise Ireland technology centres, more than 1,200 researchers that are available to industry to tap in for research. So, but I do think it's important to define what we're talking about. We're talking about innovation and research. So what is innovation? And we might speak about this at the panel later because it's something I'm interested in. From my perspective, innovation is examining potentially new ways of doing things better. So companies explore innovation as a way to gain a competitive advantage, reduce costs, look at higher quality, become more productive, become more sustainable, and do so with as much certainty and as little risk as possible. And then on the other side, academic research is taking these ideas and these challenges and systematically interrogating them through independent investigation and testing. So experienced academics take these novel approaches to the challenges, also understand the existing research landscape that exists, and bring this systematic approach to getting data, analysing data, carrying out modelling, doing the data analytics, tapping into the institutional testing infrastructure that exists across the island in our academic institutions, and carrying out a robust peer review process. And it's through this experimentation and testing that innovative approaches can not only be unlocked, but also deployed at as little risk as possible because they've been rigorously researched. So it's through active engagement of our membership over the first 2 years of Construct Innovate that we've tried to develop our research programme. We've run a number of events called AIM Days, which are academic industry meeting days, and this is a workshop model where we take challenge questions posed by our industry members, get industry and academia into the room to try and tease out where the research opportunities are. Not every challenge needs a research solution, but where the opportunities are there, see if we can get industry and academia collaborating around these project challenges. We also have 9 member-led working groups, and these are groups that are set up around a theme of common challenges facing the industry, informed by our members. And again, we want to identify through these groups and through these discussions where the research opportunities are. We also run these events in parallel with seed fund calls, so we ran one at the end of last year, another in the middle of this year. And again, it's about taking these research opportunities, getting industry organisations and academics together to collaborate, to submit project applications for funding up to €50,000 from the centre. In total, across these 2 calls, we have funded 36 projects, totaling €1.8 million. And it is our first way of trying to get industry involved, in a lot of cases for the first time, to dip their toe in the research waters and see what value they can get within their businesses through research. Through the first call, I won't go through them all, but we had some very interesting projects. One is a mass timber demonstrator with DRES, who Brett is here in the room today. And that is a project based around a creche and community centre in the Midlands to understand design, construction, and then later operational performance of mass timber buildings, which will need to be developed at scale in Ireland to contribute a meaningful alternative to concrete and steel as a primary building material. We have Motor One, which is the deployment of an autonomous mobile robot into an MMC startup in Galway. We have a project looking at the commercialisation of low carbon cements. We have one looking at the decarbonisation of construction, the construction process for buildings in Ireland, and one evaluating deep retrofit and passive house retrofit approaches to see which is the optimum solution for the major retrofit projects that we're going to have to undertake in the country. Looking at the second call that we did, again, it's just as diverse a set of projects. We have one with the IGBC looking at promoting and pioneering material passport technology, and another looking at a roadmap for small builders to transition to green finance. We have one developing an estimation tool for private MMC projects, and another looking at reducing the embodied carbon in manufacture of LGS modular construction. So the reason I'm going through these projects is to try and demonstrate how diverse it is, because the challenges of the industry are diverse, and this is what we're trying to get. I did speak about the graph earlier, showed the third corner around policy and standards, and it's also important that we can be a vehicle to carry out independent research that positively informs policy and standards and regulation and legislation as well. And to that theme, we have agreed a €5 million research programme funded by the Department of Enterprise, Trade and Employment in collaboration with the Department of Housing over the next few years to look at specific housing related research projects that can positively inform future legislation in the area. So we're doing a very big project, about €3 million, standardising design details for MMC build-ups. We're looking at future climatic conditions and how masonry construction is going to perform in those conditions. We're going to carry out an assessment of the building regulations against universal design standards. Another, again, an IGBC-led project looking at the reuse of existing buildings that are vacant and our derelict stock, including traditional buildings, that again can positively inform future legislative direction and policy. Two final things to finish with, and we'll jump into the panel session then. It is worth stressing we've produced 9 reports so far for the projects that we've undertaken. They're all available on our Knowledge Hub on our website, and all our reports and all our research projects that involve state funds are peer-reviewed and are available open access on our website. We want everyone to have the opportunity to avail of the research outputs and the activities that were going on in the centre. It's the entire industry that we're trying to provide support to ultimately. And finally, the other major, maybe intangible benefit of getting involved as a member of the centre is the networking opportunities. So I spoke about the AIM Day events where we run the workshop challenges, but it's more about the linkages that can happen at events like this and events like the ones that we run in Construct Innovate, where you meet your industry peers or you meet academic peers maybe for the first time over a coffee and discover where research opportunities might be developed. And I think it's important not to underestimate how powerful these events and these networking opportunities can be. So I would encourage anyone who may be interested in engaging. I see a lot of members here today, but people who maybe this is the first introduction to Construct Innovate, to help us get in touch with us, or even through the IGBC, who are a close partner of ours, and get involved and see what we're doing and how it can benefit your organisation and the industry at large. So thank you very much.